Okay, so my screen is not full.
I'm fucked up, I'm black and blue. I'm built for all the abuse. I got secrets that nobody knows. I'm fucked up, I'm black and blue. I'm built for all the abuse. I got secrets that nobody knows.
Hello, hello, hello. Let me quickly check if I am audible, and I'll then tell you the reason behind my stream today. Yep, everything is good to proceed, and just a second. Hello, hello, hello. Check, check, check. One, two, three, one, two, three. Yep, so everything is working. Now we can start with our. Okay. So the reason behind this stream is I was solving this Angular problem regarding signals, and I have been coding for 2 days on a on an application, and now I feel both excited and both bored. Excited because I'm going to actively recall the concepts that I have learned these 2 days, and bored because it is again the same thing, and I find it so difficult to actually recall that. That's what makes your wiring strong, right? So I'll quickly explain what the problem here is. I'll just show you my server. Control C. So now we've done server.
I'm fucked up, I'm black and blue. I'm built for all the abuse. I
Now
got
that our server is
secrets
no, it's not still
that
working. Still not working.
nobody knows.
Now it is. So I'll quickly show what. Yeah, now we can. So this is my platform. This has been given. So there's a long story why I'm creating this and why is this actually happening. But and the UI sucks. So this page,
I'm
I
fucked
need to
up,
dynamically
I'm
show the
black
cost
and
over
blue.
here. So
I'm
for each
built
item that I'm going to
for all
select,
the
I must show
abuse. I got
the cost,
secrets
like
that
18 and 15 is 33, and
nobody
let's say
knows.
38 will be what, whatever. So that needs to come over here, right? 71. So that needs to come here. And for that, And there's a rule in Angular that for anything dynamic that you want to do, you need to create signals. So when I select the checkbox, when I select this checkbox, I want this price to come up, updated, and when I untick, I want that to go. I want this price to get deducted. So what I am doing here is I have created an array of selected items. So the items that, and this is rendering from the data that I have, right? So every item has an ID. So I'm collecting those item IDs here. So see, as soon as I click it, this function is getting triggered and that selected ID is sent here. And if I click it again, that means uncheck it, then the selected ID gets removed, right? With this code. It finds it if it is already there, then it gets removed. And this is what uncheck and check does. There can be a better way to do the same, but as of now, I am doing this, and I know it's quite, uh, and it's working for me. So now what the problem is, even if I create a function over here with the name, okay, this is the function, total ingredients that I want to show over here, where here, right? If I write total, I do interpolation and total ingredients to ingredients over here, and I run this function. Even then, that won't work because it will only show the first value that gets calculated. Even if I write the full function, if I do the working, if I put my brain and create this function from the selected IDs that we have, it's not going to work because it's a static value and it will run once when you just render it. It will not run every time when you create when you check or uncheck. And for that to happen, and I don't think that anybody who is going to hear me would make any sense of what I am telling you because Angular is not your forte, and I'm making it mine. So only the ones who know something about Angular might resonate with what I'm speaking. So that won't work. What I need to do, I've learned about signal. So what I need to create is a signal. I have two options over here. Either create a signal for the full ingredients and then computing and then calling something on that signal, or I can create a signal just for the IDs that I have and I work on those IDs, right? What's the problem? Okay, let's for now write console.log. Why is it still trying error? It's a bit component. This is getting triggered because unexpected arguments. Okay, we show this argument. So now So now I think I've made my point very clear. Okay, so the thing is that we want something to get passed over here and we are not passing. So what do we do? Let's skip this line for now. We don't want any errors coming. And we just shove this function off. We want to think step by step, right? And don't expect that this stream is going to be clear. I'm going to learn midway implement things. So
I'm built for all the abuse. I got secrets that nobody knows. I'm fucked up. I'm black and blue. I'm built for all the abuse. I got secrets that nobody knows.
So I'll try to explain myself. Let's look at the UI. What we want. When I click this, this gets updated. This will get updated only via signal. What signal? There are two options for creating signals for this case. So everything that I select, right? I am tracking their IDs. I am tracking their IDs. Let me show you where. Yeah, if I do F12, right? If I write F12, where is console?
I'm fucked up,
If I do this,
and blue. I'm built for, I'll give
see,
you
can I stick it somewhere?
that nobody knows.
So if I do this, now it's going to add this ID. So it is 101, 102, and total 19 IDs, right? So if I unpress it, it will remove 114, right? Now this will open here. If we click it, remove 100 and some other ID. If I move this, I think we have only two IDs left. That is pepperoni, ID for pepperoni and ID for mushroom. So I create a signal whenever these IDs change, this array changes, it gets called real time. What is the concept of signal? Signal is a variable that, or an array or an object, which is when anything in it changes. Uh, Everywhere that signal is getting used is going to get updated, right? So we are changing IDs. We are changing IDs. So where do I what I make signal as? So I'm going to make IDs my signal. I'm going to make my ID. Oh shit. You won't be able to see my screen. You were not able to see. No worries. So uh, uh, uh. Okay, so this is not visible. What I was trying to show is this. I'll just quickly share my display capture. Place it over here. Right. I was trying to show this. So when I click, let me rerun it. How do I rerun? Rerun. So if I click this, this gets selected. If I click this, then two IDs show up. If I click this, then another ID show up. And if I take this, fine, take this. If I take, we don't have anything left. So this is what I was trying to tell you. So what do I want? I will create some signal on simple ID. So this item selected needs to be a signal. Uh, how do I make this a signal? And do I have any type for my signal? My signal is going to be of type number. I'm going to write SI, G, and L, SI, G, signal, and then uh, what was the format of creating signal? Signal small, and then you write the type. Keep it over here. Name of variable signal, and then insert this. Then write this. What is going to be the type of this? Right. So no, why is it not showing up? Why can't I create a signal over here? Does that need to be? Am I importing signals now that I've created it? So what was the case in? Why is this S small over here and mine is capital? And it is getting from Angular core. Mine is coming from. Mine is also coming from Angular core, but signal S is big over here. Let's not worry about it. It's a signal of numbers, and it's going to be an array. This is what we are going to write over here. It's going to be an array. Why is it showing error? Cannot start a function call in another type annotation.
I'm fucked up, I'm black and blue, I'm built for all the abuse. I got secrets that nobody knows.
Item selected is going to be the name. Let's keep it private for here. Item. And why is it showing this? What if I keep S small?
I'm fucked up, I'm black and blue, I'm built for all the abuse. I got secrets that nobody knows.
Oh shit, yeah. Why am I selecting type over here? Now it's all good, I guess. Yep, it is all good. Now everything is stored. Now this is also a signal. Item selected is also a signal. Now I'll use the item selected over here, right? Now everywhere it is getting used. That items that find items that I have to store this value. Remove this. Okay. Now for filter I have to use update, not this. And what does update do? Update returns the full array, updated array, right? Items, where now these items are coming from. कोई items है items यहाँ पे है items के अंदर मैंने filter कराई थी मैं अपडेट कर लूँगा इसको I think this is it. I need to write. Now this will return. This will return what? This filter will return an array. We are removing this particular item into update. So update will have an array. This items will get updated. Right? I think we are good to go. I think we are good to go. What will happen now? Before I run that, what happens now? Inside the item selected, now I have to print this. Now, now when this works, I must have no. The cost will not be shown. We have not created a function for it. But rather what we want, when I click this, I want something to happen. I'll just close this and I'll see over here. When I click this, I'm having, oh wow, oh wow, where is this refreshed? So prototype array, and this is which is a component. And this is what we are only printing now. What if I print this over here? And this happens when I remove an item. So this is a function in itself that returns a node value. Super simple. And if something gets selected, it will come under the length is also coming line. So I created a signal on what items, and what I can do is I can I remove with this? Can I do this? If I do read only, will I be able to achieve this? No. But I'll create something similar. The items, right? will I be able to filter if I put CIDs over here? Okay, if I put this dot CID. Filter property does not exist on signal number. Okay, on this signal, we don't have this property because I need to use its content, right? So I'll use this. Will that work? I don't think so it will work because it is read only that we are using. Oh, it still works. So let me remove this line and this will fuck up a lot of things. How come are we doing this if we can only read? It will help me read and it will return me. It will give me all the items. Filter will go to each item and will return something. So this cumulatively works as one thing. We are just using the reference over here and we are directly updating the thing over here. I don't think uh, 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 if we write CIDs over here, we are going to update things. Let's see. Yeah, and we have to write this. Update value doesn't exist on control Y. So update property works on a signal. This is for sure. It works on the reference of the signal. Here also we are giving only reference. Array. Have we removed that line? No. This is what? A reference to the signal, but with only read. This is a reference to the signal. Now we are also sending reference to the signal that is this dot CIDs. This is a reference to the signal, no? Now what is happening? IDs, okay? It updates the signal. So I'll ask this to Claude. I am Claude. Please help me understand. See my code. Here. Please hold that ID can only be read object and not modify it. And we use as can read only. Is that the reason why I'm getting error under remove this dot the IDs dot update the red line error tells that update doesn't work on Signal. But when I type what? This dot items SELECTED item selected, it works. Triangulating.
I'm fucked up, I'm black and blue. I'm built for all the abuse. I got secrets that nobody knows.
Okay, now we have understood. Now I have understood. Why? Why? And I was right, exactly. This was the reason. So when I have the read-only signal,
I'm
the
fucked up,
read-only signal
I'm
does
black
not
and
have
blue. I'm built
functions like dot set
all
or dot
the
update.
abuse.
While
I
I
got
am having that over
secrets
here,
that
that doesn't work
nobody
everywhere.
knows.
And just must for the consistency, let's keep it items. Yes. Items have everything. I'll quickly check again if things are working properly. Yep, everything is working properly. Now what? Now the main game starts. Now the main game starts, and the main game is to actually use these IDs and compute a value. So I'll write a function with the name. I'll write a function with the name total cost. Then total dot, and this must be a function. In this function to return. So this is going to be a function that consists of a signal. So this has to work. So definitely we are going to use computed. Okay, why I put it as a signal? Oh, sorry. Why I put it as a, we can put it as a variable and uh, send things in it. And it's a variable and we are going to put what? CMPUTD computed, sorry, computed. And this inside computed what? Inside computed, do we want to give anything? No. Now this, now this. Now inside computed, what we want? We want that from every iteration. we have to create a lookup. Now, where are my items saved? Inside ingredients data. Ingredients data is an array of objects. Now I have to look up inside this array and to the objects of the array, into the objects of that array, and in those objects I have to search for object dot what id is equals to id. Nice. Now we have the ingredients data. Let's create a lookup now. Ingredients data, ingredients data dot what, and total cost must be shown over here. Right, current total cost. There was a reason why I put parentheses. While I declare it as a simple variable over here, I still have to use these parentheses. I knew there was a reason and logic behind it, but as of now, I don't remember. But as soon as I am done creating this total cost, current total cost, I will look up for this. So computed, then we are, what do we have to compute? Computed, what does computed do? I'll tell you in short. Computed, see, any signal that is going to come under this computed, it is going to check if that is updated, then it will work automatically, it will run automatically, and that anything that it returns will be given over here. Will be given over here. Oh shit, what am I doing with my hair? I need to remember and be mindful that I'm on stream. No worries. Now we are under ingredients. Now what do we want? Ingredients dot map. Do we have to update anything? No, we just have to see. Map allows us to go to every element, right? Then we go to every element. Then ingredient data is an array of object. Now inside map we have an object. Object. Right? And in that object now I'm missing something. Yeah. Map and inside that object we need to search object.id. Yes, very good. Object.id. Now we are under this, and now we are going to search id. What is equals to id that we are currently having? id that we are currently having. Are we having any id? Oh, we have so many IDs. एक बार वापस से बोलता हूँ, अगर मैं इंग्रेडिएंट डेटा के अंदर आ रहा हूँ, इंग्रेडिएंट डेटा को मैं फिर देखूंगा, मैं कहूंगा कि क्या इसके अंदर जो ऑब्जेक्ट है उसकी आईडी मैच करती है मेरे पास जो सिलेक्टेड आईडीज हैं वाले सिग्नल से, तो फिर मैं क्या इसको ऐसे कह सकता हूँ कि जो मेरा सिग्नल है एग्जिस्ट वाली चीज करनी है क्योंकि अगर दिस ऑब्जेक्ट डॉट आईडी एग्जिस्ट, अब इस आईडी के साथ हम लोग खेल सकते हैं, ठीक है। uh, 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 CIDs dot find CIDs. Now we can put find over here. Find what? Uh, find. How do I use find now? Oh, जाओ this ingredient data कंपोनेंट टोटल का कंप्यूटेड के अंदर आए, फिर हम लोग इंग्रेडिएंट लिस्ट के अंदर गए, फिर इंग्रेडिएंट लिस्ट के अंदर हर ऑब्जेक्ट को उठा रहे हैं हम लोग, हर ऑब्जेक्ट के अंदर अब क्या करवा रहे हैं हम लोग, जब जब कोई ऑब्जेक्ट हमें दिखेगा, जब जब कोई ऑब्जेक्ट हमें दिखेगा या हम जब जब एक ऑब्जेक्ट पे पहुंचेंगे, तब हम उस ऑब्जेक्ट की आईडी के अंदर जाएंगे। मतलब हमको ये आईडी मिल गई तो हम देखेंगे क्या ये आईडी, अगर अगर ऐसे सीधे कोई फंक्शन होता है एज वाला या इज देयर वाला, तो हम लोग यूज कर सकते हैं। फाइंड को ही क्यों यूज करना है? अगर ये बुलियन रिटर्न करता है तो फिर तो हम लोग क्या करेंगे भाई, इसकी प्राइस हमें फिर क्या करना होगा, फिर रिड्यूस करना होगा फिर अब हमको। तो सीधे सीधे सीड सी आईडी जो है वो एक्चुअली एक एरे ही तो है, तो क्या हम इस एरे के अंदर इस एग्जिस्ट करके कोई फंक्शन नहीं आता? सी आई डी डॉट इसके अंदर डॉट, ये सारी एरे वाली प्रॉपर्टीज ही आ रही हैं। फाइंड ही नहीं लग रहा मुझे तो। फाइंड, फाइंड व्हाट? सही चल रहा है। फाइंड के अंदर व्हाट? सी आईडी इज द एक्चुअली आईडी है ना बस। तो हम लोग क्या करेंगे इसका, तो ये करके आईडी दिस डॉट सी आईडी डॉट, यहाँ पे आईडी, इसकी आईडी, इसी के अंदर आईडी है, इसके अंदर के कंटेंट्स ना, इसके अंदर के कंटेंट्स ही तो मेरी आईडी में है। अब इसके अंदर फाइंड व्हाट, अब हर आइटम पकड़ता है, आइटम को उठाएगा ये, तो लेट्स से एन इज द आइटम ओवर हियर, राइट। इसके अंदर एरे है के अंदर जो भी आइटम्स है उनको एन मान दिया। फिर क्या, एन अगर इक्वल 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 टू व्हाट है मेरी ओ बी जे डॉट आई डी, राइट। तो फिर क्या हो, तो फिर अब ये मेरे को फाइंड क्या देता है, एक ऐसा एरे देता है। ओ भाई कितना कॉम्प्लेक्स हो गया। दिस के बाद ऑब्जेक्ट कहाँ है, मैप का, मैप यहाँ पे खत्म हो। अब मेरे पास मैप, ये मैप चलाने के बाद क्या आ गया, ये वैल्यू मुझे क्या दे देगी, दिस के बाद वाली हर ऑब्जेक्ट के लिए आईडी चेक होगी, और अगर वो आईडी है मेरे सीड्स के अंदर तो ये बहुत अच्छी बात है। तो फाइंड मेरा यस और नो देगा, ट्रू देगा, मुझे तो एक यस और नो वैल्यू चाहिए ना। पर फाइंड एक क्या करता है, फाइंड क्या रिटर्न करता है, व्हाट डज डॉट फाइंड फंक्शन रिटर्न इन शॉर्ट as, it returns an array, what will we do of that array, array थोड़ी ना रिटर्न करता है, वो कहता है कि फाइंड करो n है। नाउ मैं एक कोड लिख देता हूँ फिर उसके बाद देखेंगे। ठीक है, फाइंड मेरा मान लो फाइंड हो गया, मेरे को एक एरे मिल गया, अज्यूमिंग कि मेरे को एक assuming that I am getting a URL है। ठीक है, तो अब मैं यहाँ पे क्या करूँगा, मैं यहाँ पे करूँगा ये, फिर इसके बाद में लिख दूंगा क्या, तो अगर ये मेरी बात सही है तो फिर तो डॉट रिड्यूस, रिड्यूस पर किस, क्या रिड्यूस डॉट क्या है, क्या रिड्यूस, किस पर रिड्यूस काम कर रहा है, रिड्यूस काम करता है एक सिग्नल पर। मैं फिर आपको रॉ कोड लिख देता हूँ, रिड्यूस मेरे को चाहिए, और ये क्या करेगा, मेरा यहाँ पे रिड्यूस सम करेगा, सम करेगा डॉट रिड्यूस, और यहाँ पे क्या होगा, ऑब्जेक्ट होगा, ऑब्जेक्ट किसको रिड्यूस करेगा, तो कहाँ से प्लस करेगा, इंग्रेडिएंट के अंदर जो ऑब्जेक्ट था उसको, इंग्रेडिएंट के अंदर जो ऑब्जेक्ट था उसको। ठीक है, तो मैं क्या करूँगा, हम यहाँ पे जल्दी से, तो पहले तो ये कर देंगे 0, ठीक है, और यहाँ पे क्या करूँगा, रिड्यूस, रिड्यूस कैसे काम करता है, रिड्यूस के अंदर ऐसे लिखते हैं, फिर इसके अंदर ये करके लिखते हैं, फिर इसके अंदर आप कैसे लिखेंगे, यहाँ पे आऊँगा, रिड्यूस क्या करेगा भाई मेरा, रिड्यूस करेगा कि सम करो, इसमें सम की इनिशियल वैल्यू सेट कर दिया है ना, 0। सम करो किस में से, किस में सम करो कैसा, ओबीजे डॉट क्या, ओबीजे डॉट किसके अंदर, ऑब्जेक्ट के अंदर क्या है, प्राइस भी तो है, टी प्राइस है मेरे ख्याल से, ये है क्या, क्या मैथ्स, इंग्रेडिएंट्स डेटा, इंग्रेडिएंट्स डेटा, हाँ इंग्रेडिएंट्स डेटा, इसके अंदर है टी है, प्राइस है इसके अंदर, मैं भी तो गलत ही लिख रहा हूँ, प्राइस प्राइस आएगा, आ रहा है, क्योंकि ये पकड़ नहीं पा रहा है मेरा ऑब्जेक्ट क्या है, तो मैं इसको क्या लिख सकता हूँ, दिस डॉट ऑब्जेक्ट, मैं इसको रेफर कैसे करूँ कि मैं इस ऑब्जेक्ट की बात कर रहा हूँ, पर छोड़ो अभी, तो हम वैसे भी वही लिख रहा हूँ, तो हमने यहाँ पे तो कर दिया ये, और अगर एग्जिस्ट नहीं करती है तो कोई बात नहीं है, हमको आइटम ही, तो हमको कुछ मत करो यार। अब मैं थोड़ा रॉ लिखा है मैंने, ये काफी कॉम्प्लेक्स हो रहा है कोड, सो आई एम caught up with this current total cost thing. Holy fuck. Let's learn. Current total cost this dot map के अंदर हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं, अगर ऑब्जेक्ट है how simplest of things are the most complex to understand when you try to understand them for the first time. The core issue, and हम लोग इंग्रेडिएंट के अंदर जा रहे हैं, वो भी यही कह रहा है कि तुम सही पकड़ रहे हो, कि इंस्टेंट तुम्हारी है कि इंग्रेडिएंट के अंदर जा रहे हैं, बट द सिंटैक्स मिक्सेस array operations in a way that doesn't work. Let's untangle it. You're trying to call dot reduce on the result of a ternary's true branch, but as it is, the dot after that dot after isn't attached to anything. There is no array or object before it. क्योंकि मेरे को समझ में ही नहीं आ रहा था कि कैसे किस पे अटैच करो. The syntax is an error, not a logical bug. Not a logical way. It won't even compile. I know. But this Stepping back further, think about what map does. मैप क्या करता है, मैं खुद से ही सोचता हूँ। मैप क्या करता है, हर एलिमेंट पे ले आता है। मैप does it transform each element into one new thing, returning an array of the same length। मतलब आप उस पे हर एलिमेंट पे जा सकते हो मैप से और उसके अंदर चेंज करा सकते हो, पर वो रिटर्न सेम एरे करेगा, सेम लेंथ की एरे करेगा। और रिड्यूस क्या करता है, रिड्यूस एक कुछ भी करा लो रिड्यूस से, वो एक सिंगल वैल्यू रिटर्न करता है रिड्यूस। Reduce collector into you can't really run dot reduce inside a map। वो कह रहा है कि आप लॉजिकली यू कांट रन अ reduce अंडर अ इनसाइड अ मैप। मैप एक एरे रिटर्न करता है, ठीक है, पर मैप के अंदर किसी ऑब्जेक्ट पे हमको कोई काम करवाना होगा और वो रिड्यूस से ही हो रहा है। मान लो हमको, बात समझ नहीं है। Go back to the plan from before dot filter dot reduce dot filter क्या करता है, तो फिल्टर क्या करता है, फिल्टर क्या करता है कि सिर्फ वही चीजें रखता है जो कि होनी चाहिए, बाकी सब हटा देता है। वो एक ऐसी एरे बना देता है जो जो वैल्यू हमको चाहिए होती है। तो डॉट फिल्टर मतलब डील करता है। ओके, वॉक एक एरे ही तो बनाता है अल्टीमेटली, चाहे कुछ भी दे दो उस पर काम करवा दो, एक एरे रिटर्न करता है। स्टेप वन, ingredient को तुम keeps only the ones whose ID is in your selected array। Result a smaller array that uh, just select the ingredients। तो मैं एक सिंगल एरे बना सकता हूँ जिसके अंदर सिर्फ मेरे इंग्रेडिएंट्स हैं। रिजल्ट अ स्मॉलर एरे, ठीक है, फिर उस पर डॉट रिड्यूस चला सकता हूँ। पहले एरे बन के जाएगी, फिर डॉट रिड्यूस क्या करेगी, डॉट रिड्यूस एक सिंगल वैल्यू दे देगी उन सब पे से। तो इंग्रेडिएंट्स पे मेरा फिल्टर क्या कर रहा है, मेरे को सारी आईडीज दे दे रहा है अगेन। और रिड्यूस क्या कर रहा है, अब थोड़ी देर बाद करेंगे। सो आई विल स्ट्रीम अ बिट लेटर बिकॉज